Hello, my name's host Eric, and we are going to look now at the uncovered profile description for the ESTJ. This is what they say about ESTJs. ESTJ is my dad. Says, so I turned a corner and walked straight into a brick wall. Could really closely describe the experience one could get from meeting an ESTJ, and this is why. ESTJs usually stand out amongst other children as too grown up for their age. They talk, think, act, and make decisions already like adults. This makes ESTJs look older and more mature than other people from their age group. As kids, ESTJs are very hungry for information and absorb knowledge like a sponge absorbs water. Then, relatively quickly, their knowledge gets solidified as if it was cemented in concrete and carved in stone. Time itself usually slows down in the ESTJ's habitat and occasionally may even go backwards. But the real world never stands still. So what do ESTJs do? Instead of welcoming the new, they become conservative and inflexible, and coupled with their poor ability to imagine what is likely to happen, they start actively resisting change. ESTJs tend to trust only verified or published information. If it has been published, then someone up there must have approved it, so it could be trusted. Maybe this is how it used to be before Christ, but with the huge popularity of the internet and gigabytes of low-quality information available on those ESTJs must be really having a difficult time deciding which information can be trusted. But don't feel too sorry for ESTJs, as this is not new to them. ESTJs are often obsessed with conspiracy theories and other subjects involving secrecy and cover-ups. You might also think an ESTJ being an S and a T is very concrete and straight to the point kind of type. You could be right when it comes to work, but not the talk. ESTJs can talk for hours and eventually say nothing. This talent for intentional ambiguity is absolutely essential to them when covering their butts. In their eyes, they are perfect and infallible. This means they can't afford to make any mistakes, so if they make their promises intentionally ambiguous, no one can blame them, especially if they fail. ESTJs are born to be bosses. Work, produce, utilize, and work undoubtedly comes very close to describing ESTJ's motto. If you have to work for an ESTJ, expect a civilized form of slavery. It's guaranteed they will optimize your job, so you might even find yourself working on your way to work. This makes one wonder whether the infamous Arbeit macht frei, the work will set you free slogan at the gates of Nazi concentration camps was the sarcastic work of an ESTJ genius. But to be fair, ESTJs do not just demand work from others, they are workaholics themselves. That's maybe why they think it is normal. And no, they are not enemies of fun. On the contrary, they like to have fun and enjoy a good laugh and humor. They are, however, the enemies of immature and childish fun. Well, I enjoyed reading that, actually. I thought it was a nice summary of the type. And I will say in their defense that my father's displays some of those traits, but only to a point. I threw it out onto the cement out there. Yeah, that's where it's going. It's the garage here. This is the door of the garage. That's outside. There's the cement. I just thrown it out there. So you can see little orange butts over there. Now we know. Yes, you already know where I live. I'm not very secretive about any of that stuff. You came in when I put this backdrop. Before I put this backdrop, people just realized immediately that I was just some random dude, right? And you put up a fucking blanket behind you, and people think you're in a studio or something. It's funny. It's weird. I used to never think it mattered at all what was behind me. It would annoy me when people talk about it. It was like, who cares? I'm not saying anything about what's behind me. If I were talking about the mess behind me, then it would matter. That's sort of my thinking, But of course, that's what I get for being completely not very interested in visual stuff, I guess. So, what are we talking about? What if I get swatted by the SWAT people? The police? Well, I mean, I will just be right here and immediately can say, hey, I give up. and then I know what it is. And then I'll try to make as much money off that reality as possible. We're lab code. But look, don't try to swat me. I mean, look, if I were to get swatted, I'd also try to assist the police in figuring out who did it. I mean, I don't think police resources should be used. I don't think police resources should be used in that fashion. So that's my take on that. Regardless, and see, you better hope I don't now, because you know whose door they're gonna come break down, right? Yeah, mine. What? Yeah, after they break down mine, whose door they're gonna break down. No, this is, you guys shouldn't make those jokes, because if it actually happens, whose door do they break down after they break down mine? First of all, they don't have to break down my door. They just have to walk up here. They'd be running up with their guns. They'd be like, hey, I give up right now. There's nobody in the house. There's no guns here. You take me right now. You got no reason to worry about anything. There's no danger here whatsoever. I am a peaceful guy. Well, I'd just be like, right. It wouldn't even be that interesting. I'd say I got a blowtorch. I explain it to them. I'd say, listen, guys, hey, SWAT team. I love you guys. You guys are so SWAT-tastic. Take me down to the station, please. I would love to answer all your questions down there. You can gather all the evidence you want. You get all the fucking evidence you want. Okay? If you think it's evidence something, you go ahead and get it. I'll answer all your questions. I'm coming peaceably. Let's go make some money. By the way, I'm filming this whole thing, guys. SWAT team. I'm not here to prepare to complain about what SWAT team does, because I understand the person responsible is the person who called them on me. I'm interested in seeing, number one, how the SWAT team deals with it. I mean, as long as they don't somehow manage to kill me, right? Like, I know SWAT teams will manage to kill you if you can't scratch your head. But if I can manage not to get killed, then well, I've already told you. I already know what it is. I don't want to watch it. I don't want to watch somebody have their resources abused in that fashion. I don't want to watch somebody get abused in that fashion. I don't want to see the police engage in that process either. I'm going to hopefully not die in the process, but as long as I survive it, I anticipate that it would be, I just try to make the best of it. I try to make lemonade out of lemons like I always do. Anyway, that's not Desky Racer. You are a sidetrack McGee is what you are. You get me off on sidetracks. All right. Thanks for watching Darkest Famous People.